The day she left, I finally found peace. It was a quiet Thursday morning when everything changed. I was halfway through making my usual cup of coffee, the aroma of dark roast filling the kitchen, when Claire sat down at the table, arms folded like she was bracing herself. I didn't even look up at first. She cleared her throat and said, carefully but firmly, I think I need a break. I paused, the spoon in my hand hovering mid-air. The words echoed, not loudly, but with enough weight to bring my entire morning to a halt. You seem like you need some time alone, I thought, trying to process her tone. Okay, I said evenly. You're saying you feel lost and need space. I won't stop you. She blinked, surprised I didn't argue. I've always believed you see a person's true character in their quiet moments, when no one's watching, no crowd to perform for. So I stayed calm. If all you can do is create space, I told her, then do it. But use it wisely. You won't find yourself in this house. That seemed to throw her off. She stood up straighter, folded her arms again, almost like a last stand. Liam, she said, narrowing her eyes, stick to the plan. You're not really going to push back on this, are you? You've all chosen your roles. I'm just playing mine. I didn't flinch. Didn't move. Didn't plead. 15 minutes later, she was gathering her things in a rush, walking across the lobby toward the exit. I didn't ask where she was headed. I opened the passenger door for her instead. Goodbye, Claire. She didn't say a word. The next morning, the world didn't end. I got up at 6 a.m., brewed coffee, hit the gym, and returned home to reply to client emails. Claire's absence didn't feel like devastation. It felt like subtraction, like removing a variable that no longer solved the equation. On Saturday, my sister Danielle called. Her voice was stunned. Wait, she really left. Are you okay? Liam, are you actually okay? I chuckled softly, staring out the window. She needed space, I replied. I gave it to her. Danielle paused. You're not even mad. No, I said, I'm free. That weekend my oldest friend Marcus came by. We sat out on the back lawn in silence, watching the trees sway. He kept glancing over like he was waiting for me to break down. I didn't. Are you really okay? He finally asked. She needed her freedom, I replied. I gave it to her. I'm not going to chase someone who isn't sure they want to be caught. He leaned back, nodded once, and didn't press me further. There were nights when I rolled over and instinctively reached for my phone, half expecting a goodnight text from her. But it never came. There were mornings when I'd stare at the empty side of the bed and feel nothing but relief. Instead of grief, I found clarity. I returned to boxing. The heavy bag became my therapist. The rhythm of punches replaced the tension that had lived in my shoulders for months. Claire never reached out. Not once. And that silence spoke louder than any apology could have. But peace doesn't last forever. One Sunday evening, Marcus sent me a message. Just got back from my first movie date with Claire. Didn't want to say anything. She wasn't alone. I stared at my phone. My pulse didn't spike. I didn't even flinch. Later that night I called him. He told me he saw Claire at a rooftop bar. Relaxed, glowing, with another guy. His name. Enzo. Couple of days later, Danielle rang. You didn't hear this from me, she whispered. But Alicia posted photos from a winery upstate. Claire was there. With Enzo. I think you know him. I didn't need to. All I needed to know was that her journey to find herself apparently involved vineyard selfies with someone new. That night, I deleted her from our streaming services, removed her from the phone plan, and dropped her gym membership, the one I had still been paying for. The administrator at the gym gave me a slight look of pity as she saw Claire's name. But she didn't say anything. Just nodded and clicked remove. Funny how simple it was to untangle a life that had felt so complicated. Weeks passed. The silence became something I cherished. No cryptic text. No cold shoulders across the dinner table. No pretending to smile during family dinners. I turned the guest room into an office. Tossed out the sterile furniture Claire once insisted we buy. I finally had space, real meaningful space, and I filled it with things that felt like me. Then, a message landed in my Instagram inbox. From Enzo Navarro. Hey. This probably sounds weird, but we need to talk. It's not just about Claire. I nearly ignored it. But curiosity got the better of me. We met the next day at a city cafe. He looked nervous, like a man about to confess something that had been eating him alive. She told me you two were over, he said. That it was mutual. That she was just crashing on your couch until she figured things out. We slept together, man. I didn't know. I nodded slowly. You didn't lie to me, I said. She did. When I stood to leave, he didn't try to shake my hand. I walked out without looking back. Exactly 4 weeks after Claire had left, she came back. No makeup, hair pulled back. He's tired. Hey, she mumbled at the door. I said nothing. Just opened the door wide enough for her to step through. I've been thinking a lot, she began. About you. About us. About everything. I let her talk. I already knew the truth. Then came the line I'd been waiting for. Enzo and I weren't serious. It didn't go that far. I tilted my head. A few days ago I spoke to him. He told me everything. How you were texting me from his bed. How you lied to him too. She froze. Her lips trembled. No words came. You thought I'd wait. You thought I'd sit here hoping for your return, I said, calm as ever. But I moved on the moment I realized you never missed me. You just missed the safety I gave you. She said she was sorry. That she misunderstood. That she had just been confused. I walked to the hallway, grabbed a small box from the closet, and set it in front of her. Your stuff, I said. Take it. That's all that's left. She opened her mouth, maybe to ask for forgiveness. Maybe for another chance. But I was done being her fallback plan. You can't come back to something you burned down, I told her. She nodded slowly, picked up the box, and walked out the door. Just before she stepped off the porch, she looked back. I hope someday you can forgive me. I already did, I said. That's why I'm closing the door. Left. She tried contacting me dozens more times. Messages, missed calls, even a letter titled asterisk. Please just read this. Asterisk. I didn't. Because closure isn't always mutual. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's not forgiveness, it's freedom. Claire left searching for something better. By the time she realized there was nothing better, I had become someone stronger. Some people leave to find peace. Others leave and discover the chaos was inside them all along. And when they come back, they find the door already closed. Not with anger, but with clarity.